How you doing, guys? Another video here from me, Devilion. As you can see, it's me playing as the blue Protoss against Hypnos, who is playing as the red Protoss in the bottom left. And as you can see, early probe from both of us, quite obviously just going to meet in the middle. And I will mention that this game is on the short side just for the simple fact we both tried to cheese each other. See, as you can see, both probes meet in the middle, having a little deep eye, having a little nod as they go past. Not really building any drones, obviously going for 2-gate rush outside the base, which is pretty much what he's going to go for, except he wants to do a cannon rush. But as I know he's probed on the way, I send mine down to try and take his out before he has a chance to do anything. Though being the idiot I am, I send my probes a mile away from his. Quite why I did that, I don't know, because now he knows there's nothing sitting in my base whatsoever. So he just slaps down a pylon and is on his merry way, whereas I do the exact same thing just outside his base. So that pylon's quite obviously going to go down. Probably deal with the probe straight after. Pylon's up, and pylon's going down. As you can see, he's put up a pylon over there and moved his probe down here, so as soon as I see his probe I think, no more pylons up, just kill this guy, go back to mining. Job done. So back his probe up into a corner and kill that, and then straight back to mining, and then I carry on with my gateways down here. As you can see, he has a probe up, he has a pylon up and is amassing minerals for his armory or forge, or whatever the hell it's called, for the cannons. Just goes to show you how good I am at remembering names, doesn't it? Anyway, just amassing up some units, almost ready to put down my first gateway, and there we go. Gateway down as he puts up the forge. So quite obviously he's planning to use that as a proxy to start building cannons and go inwards into my base. Quite obviously, as it's the only building there, all he has to do is take that out. But as we are trying to cheese each other, we both know what's going to happen, so he's trying to build some defense at the top of his ramp by putting down a pylon and then probably a cannon to go with it. As I just continue to mine without building any more drones, spending all my resources on building 2 gateways. And as you can see, another drone on its way up to my base, probably about to start building cannons here. Though at this point, as soon as I get some zealots out, I have the advantage because all he has is cannons. Which is never a good thing to have, just cannons. Because they're not exactly the hardest things in the world to destroy. Especially if you take down the pylons at power, like that one for instance. And then as you can see, currently boosting out my first zealot there, waiting for the second gateway to be finished, as he has his probe in my base. And there we go with the first cannon. Now at this point I have no idea what's going on, because if we look at my camera I'm pretty sure, yes, I'm looking down here, just tunnel visioning my 2 gateways, just trying to get out as many zealots as I can. Now, I would have picked a better game, but I haven't really played that many recently. I've been trying to go for the 7 insane AI achievement, which I finally got yesterday thanks to one of Husky's videos, so I'm just trying to bide my time before I do the commentary on that one, because that's going to take a while because it's like a 50-minute game, just because I waited so long with so many carriers. So I'll do this one and then get to work on that one for tomorrow, I think. And as you can see, he's put up 1 cannon, going for another pylon, well, going for another cannon, and then he'll put down another pylon so we can move another cannon in closer to my nexus. But as you can see, I've taken out his pylon there, can no longer use the gate. I'm going to take down this one in hopes that I can stop him from building more cannons, but as you can probably guess, it's a bit too late because he's already got 1 up and it's firing at my nexus, so that's pretty much, well, that's gone, and he's building a second photon cannon as well, so that's that one gone as well. Makes all of his probes run away as I just randomly attack his forge. What I should have been doing right now is heading straight back up to my base to take this out. Because if I'd started now, I could have been back in time to save my nexus. But as it happens, I just completely ignored it, went straight for his nexus and killed that instead. Still not doing anything with those because I have been supply blocked. As you see, we're both building one zealot, but quite where he's building his from, I don't know. As you can see, I have 5 zealots at this point. The 6th one, 6th and 7th on the way. Now, so at this point I see that my nexus is completely gone, so I build a pylon at the back of my minerals, just so I'm not completely supply capped, and head off to destroy this. Now at this point, neither of us has a nexus up, neither of us have any base buildings, with the exception of me, who has those 3. So I still have the advantage for the time being, but my only problem is I have to take out these, which means that pylon has to go, and so does that one. And at the minute I don't have enough units to do it, so suicide all those drones, free up the supply cap, so that I can start building more zealots. As you can see, I have enough to build at least 2 more, maybe 3 more zealots, which should be enough for me to just force my way in and take that out, keeping those 2 down, and then taking that one out. Now what he should have done was put those 2 pylons with these cannons. If he'd done that, there'd have been no way for me to take down those cannons, and that would have been game over for me. But as it happens, he put them down out here for some strange reason. Hopefully trying to delay me or something, probably. So I take those down, as 2 more zealots come walking in. No more being built. The money's pretty much dried up at this point. So that's the last pylon down, with the exception of the ones in my base. Let's just speed this up a bit, because this bit does take a long time. So I run through the back, probably thinking I'll come from over here, which means I'll end up running into those 2. So instead I try and get through the back way, and try and get to those pylons as quickly as possible. So straight in there, straight for the pylon, ignoring the cannons completely. They managed to take down a couple of my zealots before this one goes down, so I've lost 2 zealots already. And then going after the second pylon, I lose 1 more zealot, and I'm down to 3. But luckily for me, the pylon goes down, which means his cannons are all offline and he has no more minerals left. So he tries a suicide run with all of his leftover drones. Needless to say, it's not going to work because, well, those zealots are just too strong for drones to take, especially when there are 3 of them. So the last drone is about to go down, and that's all she wrote. Not a long one, not a brilliant one, just goes to show you what can happen if you both try and choose each other at the same time. So you might want to pay attention to meeting in the middle if that happens to you, pull it back, and build up your base properly without trying to cheat. As I said, I will be putting up an insane 7 insane AI achievement video either later on today or tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you later.